I'm going to be completely partisan today, and I'm being partisan on the part of the environment and the climate. That's where my partisan loyalties lie. Liana has pointed out, a lot of issues that politicians want us to think are critical. And with no disrespect to Liana, because I've got a great regard for your work, most of it is spin and nonsense. We have had more than a decade of uncertainty. Now, for the coalition now to be saying they're going to put caps on renewable investment, they're not going to meet 2030, they're going to look at nuclear down the track, that firstly creates an environment of great uncertainty for the businesses that need to invest. We can't do this all on the public purse. We need the private sector to make those investments. That creates risk, and it means that we will go backwards. Secondly, if you want to look at what's already being done, yes, we need to build in capacity in the grid. That's what rewiring the nation is for. There are government bodies now that have been set up in the 2 years since since Labor came to government. There's rewiring the nation. There's renewable energy zones have been established. There's a net zero authority. There are all these institutions put in place to drive us forward to meeting our target by 2030. What the coalition is saying is we'll blow all that up. We'll create such uncertainty that investment in renewables will not be viable for the private sector, and will leave Australia with no option but to go for this risky, high-cost, high-risk, unproven nuclear technology that the CSIRO has told us is not appropriate for Australia, with our massive levels of solar and wind and capacity to have battery storage. And all it is doing is wrecking our approach to addressing climate change. We're looking like we're going to be permanently past 1.5 degrees. If we get to 2 degrees global warming, our children will not have safe lives in this country. And every week I am fair-handed, I am fair-minded, I play an even hand, and I look at the facts. There are no facts to back up what the coalition is doing here. It is purely political wrecking for electoral purposes. They think they can scare enough people and create enough fear around the lights going out effectively that they will get people to vote against the existential protection of their children. And I think it is appalling. We've had enough of it for a decade, and to see it rise up again now, and for it to be treated in the media or by anyone that's serious about our future as an alternative set of policies rather than what it is, which is just a wreck of any action that this community voted for last election, is nonsense. And I am not going to tolerate discussion of what they are proposing as in any way seriously thought out policy. It's not costed, it hasn't been through their party room, and they know they cannot get an economist or a scientist to back up what they are proposing, because there is nothing in there but wrecking.